Hi there, today I wanted to talk about a book called 100 Bullets. This book is one that's been around for a long time. I picked up the first volume of it because I thought, yeah, I'll give it a read. Reason I steered away from it up until now is because Brian Azzarello, the writer, is not my favourite comic book writer at all. But I like the concept of it. I like the idea that you've got a person who gets given a gun and a briefcase with 100 bullets in it, and they can kill someone with it and 100% get away with it. There will be no follow-ups, no comebacks. The police try to investigate them, they get told leave it. So you can literally get away with murder. Now, this first volume has got two stories in it. One I preferred more than the other, and I had reasons for liking the stories above each other as well. And there are certain things that I kind of cheesed me off, and it. We'll go through it when we do the flip through in a minute. What I will say is there are two omnibuses currently out for this, both pretty thick tomes. I won't be buying them, not because I've got a real problem with it, but I don't want to spend my money on two omnibuses I'm sort of about. There is an overarching story in this that they start to seed in the second story in this volume, but it gets really complicated from what I understand. Might be wrong, that might just be that I've been fed misinformation, or someone I spoke to didn't understand it and then I've taken that on board. Either way, we'll just look at this first volume. They're very cheap to buy, and we'll just have a look at what it's currently going for now so you can see. So anyway, on with the flip through. Okay, so we got the book here. You start off with the first story, which has got a lady called Dizzy. She was in jail, she's released, she's involved with gangs, and her boyfriend got killed as part of a drive-by. She thought it was just gang culture, but a chap turns up with a suitcase and says, I can tell you who did it, here's 100 bullets, kill someone. She thinks about it, the plot thickens. I'm being vague because I don't want to spoil the story, but it turns out there are family members involved and she has to make some decisions. There were also corrupt cops. One of the things about this that was weird was the use of sort of language. I know they're using the correct language that will be used culturally, but it just feels kind of wrong. Anyway, this was a pretty straightforward through and through story for the first outing in the book. The second one sort of took my fancy a bit more. That one involves a guy called Lee Dolan. He's working as a barman, and it turns out that he had some child pornography put on his computer a few years ago that ruined his career as a restaurateur. This leads into a bigger story for the whole plot, but I just found it a little bit more enjoyable. Okay, so that was the flip through. So I say, didn't like the language much in the book. It's sort of, I know it's sort of the correct language, but it somehow nowadays feels, I don't know, kind of wrong. You know, I feel like it's Brian Azzarello writing sort of these Latino gangsters. I was like, but I like the second story because that's more my speed now. The sort of criminal type crimey story. I know the first one is also criminals and crime, but I just liked the second story. Maybe that's because I'd settled into the book more by then. But either way, price wise, I picked this up for £2.80 from World of Books. That is an online website that does second-hand books. I have to say the quality of it is almost untouched. Have a look around there if you want some cheap volumes and you want to get some books that are not going to cost you the earth and you want to try out, like me. Good job I didn't just dive straight in with the omnibus. And yeah, I was gonna say, see if you like the sound of it, give it a go. The art's good, the writing just not my cup of tea, but a great concept. And if you're wondering why I keep looking down here, it's because I've got a little helper. This little puppy here. Say hello. Yeah, sorry, she's trying to eat my cables. So look, thanks for watching. Hope this video helped you out, because obviously not a lot of people talk about this book at the moment because, you know, sort of come and gone. But look, if this helped you out at all, give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.